Kings and queens, welcome back. This is your boy Job Pat, and we are here at the Sharpn Steel show, season 4, a place where black excellence meet black mediocrity. And once again, we just displaying black victory. Talk to him.
Family, you know this your boy Mr. Love is Love. If you didn't do it already, please hit that subscribe button. You know, whatever you take from us, you learn and you grow with it. Whatever we take from you, we learn and we grow with it as well. Like, comment, and share, guys.
This episode is gonna be a powerful one. We're gonna just really go right into it. We're talking about how you turn your side hustle to a business.
For a fact.
And we got a wonderful guest. She wear a lot of hats, and she got the Yankee fitted on, so you know I gotta represent. Tell the people who you are, introduce yourself, talk to the family.
Hey y'all, it's your girl JiJi, and I'm here with Sharpn Steel podcast.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Right with the nut, we're going right into it. So you know a lot of people got, especially right with the pandemic, black-owned businesses booming and everything. So everybody got their own shit on the side. But you have a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats. Right. You do a lot of things. So let the community know, what do you do that you add value to people out?
Well, first of all, I consider myself a multi-hyphenate. So I'm good at many things. So the key thing for me is doing things that just uplifts the culture. I don't like to put my brand or involve myself or put my name to anything that tarnishes the black community. So I'm a host, I'm a moderator. Right now I'm hosting parties. I want to moderate more panels, you know, just stuff that educates the people. I'm going to have a teeth whitening company, so, you know, upgrade that smile. And
Sweet.
I do a lot.
Nah, so let's just backtrack a little bit and give the community a little history. Did you get started before COVID or after COVID?
I started my company in the midst of the pandemic, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was that? How was, well, shout outs to you, absolutely, because I can only imagine it's probably tough.
It was. I mean, well, so I'll be super honest. I'm not passionate about teeth whitening. I just realized during the pandemic, I was blessed enough to have a job where, you know, the pandemic didn't really hurt me. So everybody was losing money, and I just felt bad. I'm like, damn, I don't have those same struggles. I think 2020 was probably the best year of my life, money-wise.
You're still generating.
Yeah, it didn't harm me at all. And then when I started my teeth whitening company, it really was because I get a lot of compliments on my smile. I always make jokes about people who missing a side tooth, so that's like my thing on social media. I always make that joke. No harm to y'all, like, it's okay.
No shade.
No shade at all.
No shade in your game.
But I always want to do a business that just I can sell easily without doing a lot of work. I'm not I'm not good with social media, so if it has to make sense to me. So it's like, oh, I do teeth whitening. People always like looking at my teeth like, oh, okay. Like, oh, it makes sense. She has a nice smile. Like, I don't think you should have a business and you're not walking the brand.
Right.
So if you're a sneakerhead and you're not wearing your brand, you're not wearing sneakers, you know, it's not going to translate well. So when I started my teeth whitening company, the first month, booking back to back, and it was easy because I was working from home, so I was able to like travel to people, have people come to my house, and then it got to a point where I was just like, okay, this is not something I'm passionate about, because I started like declining clients, like, oh, I'm not taking people right now, because it got crazy. The money was good, but it was just like, this is not what I'm passionate about. This is just a side hustle to keep money in my pockets, because a lot of people know me. I have to make money. I have to, like, I have a lot of bills. I have a family I'm taking care of, and yeah, that's to generate income, but I would like to be happy about it.
Right.
So I wasn't miserable with it. It was just like I wasn't passionate.
Right. Yeah. So before I pass the floor to my brother, I just want to ask you, like, being that you said you were not passionate about it, you know, like, help the Sharpn Steel community understand the journey of you becoming a dental clinician.
No, it's just like it's cosmetics. Yeah.
All right, forgive me. Cosmetics whitening.
It's like
Perfect.
So I'm FDA approved. I took the test.
Beautiful.
So everything let me just say that everything I do, I educate myself on. So actually during the pandemic, I was fixing people's credit too.
Oh wow.
So I went through a training for like 4 months under shout out to Brittany, who's a financial consultant, and she kind of trained me on credit, and like she's getting a bag, really helping people fix their credit and helping them figure out how to get business credit. So if you have a business, stop using your income to fund your business.
Talk about
actually get business credit.
Talk about it.
And as I was doing it, because everybody know I rebrand my page, so when I was rebranding my page to this financial consultant, it didn't make sense to me, because I'm like, I'm still struggling financially. Like I highlight my highs and my lows with any business. I don't just post the good stuff, I post the bad.
Right.
It was points where, like, even right now, I moved back in with my mom. I highlight that shit. Like,
right. So hold that thought, just to bring it back to your journey of becoming a teeth whitener. Help the Sharpn Steel community understand what helped you understand that you were not passionate about it, so that you could move on.
I would wake up with clients and I'm just like, ugh, I gotta bite in 3 people's teeth today. Like, if I wake up and I'm not excited about it, I'm like, yeah, this is not. I'm not passionate about this. It's just to put bread in my pocket. It never translates in my work. I'm never rude to my customers. I'm never like you wouldn't know I didn't enjoy it because I'm like, when you come to my house, I'm like, hey, you want some water? Like, I'm talking to you.
It's always one.
But it felt like a task.
Yeah.
And I don't like anything I do when it comes to work. I don't want it to feel like a task, or I don't want to dread it when I wake up like, oh, I got 4 customers today, and I'm just like looking at the time like I can't wait till they get out. Like, I don't like having that energy.
No, I feel that.
So like, you know how like the topic is turning your side hustle into a business. So you have that understanding like this is not what you want to do, longevity.
Yeah.
But what if something else comes new? Like, how do you?
Oh, I have this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm first of all, I'm very impulsive. So if I have an idea about something I want to do, I'm gonna do it.
I feel like
I have plan A, B, C, D, the whole alphabet with a common goal. I think a lot of people don't pivot. They think it's one way to do something. It's like, nah, if you tell me no, I'm going through the back door. Like, I don't believe in no. So I'll start something, and then along the way, I'll be like, yo, actually, I like doing this. Yeah, I'll be like, you know what? I can actually make more money doing this, or this is something I enjoy more. And I just, whatever I was doing before, I don't completely dismiss it. I just put it in my back pocket because I'm like, I could come back to that and make money with that.
So let's talk about that. Let's dive in some more about pivoting, you know what I mean, and being adaptable. Because I love the fact that you say that. How help the community understand, like, how did that help you continue getting better, you know, individually, so that you could be effective in your business and bring value.
Because I was about to say it's big on execution. Like you can discover new things, but you gotta execute.
Like how did you always bring that consistent value?
Honestly, I just do it. I feel like a lot of people plan so much and you're not even doing it. Just do it. It's never gonna be perfect.
Nike.
Just do it. I know, like, no shade, for real. Like, I know people who want to do this, they want to do that. I'm like, all right, so fucking do it. And they come up with all these excuses. I'm like, well, who told you you have to do that to get there? Like, who told you that? Just do the shit. Nothing is perfect. Let people see, like, yo, she started here and now that shit is here. Like, it's okay.
I feel like
I feel like with this generation, social media has really have people think that shit gotta be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, y'all want to put on for people instead of really putting on. Y'all want to look like y'all got it instead of really having it. And it's like, that's not me.
That's a ball.
That's a ball.
Nah, that's a ball. Say it again, please.
Y'all want to look, what did I say?
Y'all want to put on instead of really putting on.
Y'all want to look like y'all have it instead of really having it. Like, I know people who have 20K followers and no money. Why the fuck you not turn those 20K followers into income? 20K followers, that's $20,000 a month. If 20,000 people are following you, that means they fuck with whatever you're doing. Make money off of that.
You got an audience, it sounds.
If I swear about someone asked me when people ask me to borrow money, I go to their page. I'm like, you have 100K followers. Why are you borrowing money from me?
One thing I like about you, you sound very confident in everything that you do. So, so what's your thoughts on staying confident and keeping that fire? Like, what make you? Because the thing about like anything in life, when you angry or when you got that fire in you, it just pushes you every single second. So for you, how you keep that energy?
I'm
fire. I like that.
I'm just very determined. It actually stems from childhood. Like, my parents drilled into me, like, whatever you want to do, you got to do it. But I just took that and ran with it. Like, my friends would tell you, like, people who follow my Instagram would tell you, like, I make shit happen. I feel like a lot of people look up to celebrities because you know their story. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't have someone in their circle that's accessible to them that makes shit happen. I'm that person for people in my circle. I get random texts from my friends like, yo, you make me want to do more. Like, you make me feel like I could do anything. And that's the goal of my brand. So for me, when I wake up, I just go. I don't know how to explain it. I want so much more for myself. I believe in myself so much. Like, I hate telling someone something and they tell me I can't do it. I'm like, I bet, watch this. Like, I'm very competitive with myself.
Right.
Nah.
I don't look at nobody else. I'm worried about myself.
I fuck with that. And like,
the gym's over there.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. JiJi, talk. But nah, on the real though, I just love the fact, like, my big bro said an amazing question, like how you keep your energy going. And it's like, what I want to say is, initially you said you want to have your brand be inspirational. You feel me? So for that fact, in your opinion, does your life and the things you're working on currently right now reflect the things that you imagine for yourself? Like, did you always imagine this?
No. Well, I always knew Honestly, growing up, I wanted to be a teacher. So let's start there. I always wanted to be a teacher. I love kids. I actually was a teacher for a month and I quit. I was like, I can't do this. I was like,
she pivoted.
I was like, I can't do this. Not because of the kids, it's people's parents.
Right.
Like, this is like, we just spoke about this, how you see a different course for things. I'm like,
and you discover something new.
I'm like, you know what? It's not the kids who need help. It's fucking adults.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with these kids. It's the people that's raising them. So I said, nah, let me start going after adults. But growing up, I always wanted to be on TV. I've always wanted to be in the industry. And one thing about me, my side hustle and what I'm doing to make money, my 9 to 5, they have to be the same.
Right.
So talk about that. Why does it have to be mutual?
Because I need to constantly be in the field that I want to be in. I have to constantly be doing something. And like right now, I work for entertainment law firm, so I'm learning the business side of things. I'm learning how to read contracts, negotiating contracts for people, for actors, actresses, writers, producers, directors. We have like a lot of clients. Actually, one of our clients is in Bel Air, the new Bel Air.
Oh wow!
And me learning that, I can translate into how I do my side hustles.
Right.
So like, if you want to be, I don't know, an actor, and you know a lot of actors will be baristas and stuff. Like, why not get a job in entertainment, somewhere that's a 9 to 5, so that you can use what you're learning there. So you're not only funding your dream, but you're also getting knowledge. You're getting gems to how to actually execute. So it never makes sense to me when I see people say they want to do something, but then you miserable at work. Like, I used to work for the post office. I was like, nah.
But sometimes people don't even know how to find that correct avenue to have the same thing correlate with their passion.
Yeah.
Some people, it can be difficult, especially with a lot of people. But I love the fact that when people turn a side hustle into a business, because now you're learning the entrepreneurship and you learning your passion. Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like
if you your 9 to 5 is draining you, you're not going to be motivated to do your business. So I preach all the time: leave toxic work environments. I'm infamous for walking out of a job. Like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Because your happiness mean the most.
The most. Right. I don't give a fuck what that job is paying me. Mentally, if you're draining me, it's not like when I do my side hustle, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be stressed out. I'm not going to be emotionally in tune.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I can't.
No, it's so amazing that you say that. You feel me? Because not only that you have to have the passion and you gotta have the willingness to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta want to put yourself there. You know, you want to give you have to give your time. You got to give your time to that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that could be very depressing if you don't want to do it. You feel me? But same time, I just want to ask you, like, before you got the opportunity to learn the business side of certain things, you know, where you're currently at now, help the community understand, like, the time that you used before you got that opportunity to learn a lot of things to help you grow. Like, how important was studying things that you were passionate about and wanted to get into at the moment that you were getting into it? Like, how important was studying things day to day on your own, pretty much? I
feel like, you have to do your job role, but you should constantly be looking for opportunities to do more. A lot of people want to do their job and go home. I do more than that. When you hire me, I'm doing other shit. Because I need to show value. I need to learn. Like, I'm nosy as hell. I remember when I was working at Universal and I was working for the marketing team. I was going to the A&R office, like, y'all need anything? I was going to PR, y'all need anything? Streaming revenues, y'all need something?
You like a sponge, but you have to be like that, because if you
have to be hungry. You have to be hungry.
And you know, other thing too, I was saying this in the last podcast, humility is so overrated. Like, I love your confidence, I'm feeling that. It's putting that fire in me to, like, you know what I'm saying? And still Sharpn Steel, we help each other. Like, you just giving that energy made me want to keep it going. Right. And that's the whole point. So let me ask you, like, you know, throughout any journey, you have small wins, big wins, something mediocre, whatever it is. Like, any win is a win. Talk about a small win that you'll let us speak about.
So many. I'm not gonna hold you.
That impacted you. You know what I'm saying?
I constantly have to be reminded of things I've done, because sometimes I don't even know I had to go until someone reminds me. If I get to, because I'm not gonna lie, there's times I get to a point where I'm not confident, and my friends would notice it. Like, they be like, "Yo, something off with you," and I'll share my insecurities. Like, I don't know, I feel like this ain't for me, or I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, I have those moments, and they remind me, like, bro, you did this, you did that, and I be like, you're right. So it's important to have people in your circle who are passionate about your dreams as you are, so they could, like, remind you, put that battery back in your back, because it does get draining. But for me, I forget my win. If it's a Saturday or a regular day and I'm not doing nothing, I would feel bad. I feel bad about chilling. I feel so bad that I have nothing to do. And I have to realize, like, that's fucking okay. You don't always have to have something to do, G. Sit the fuck down. Because I have bad anxiety. I would have panic attacks, and your body will make you sit the fuck down. It's times I wake up, can't breathe. I'm like, yeah, I'm wild. I gotta sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
like, I'm doing too much.
I feel that.
Nah, I definitely agree, because and I be seeing myself sometimes like, yo, you know what? I don't have that fire high I had yesterday. But it's okay to be like that. It's okay to be, give yourself grace. Because sometimes I'll be like, yo, my ideas be jumping.
My head be hurting. I'm like, I was thinking about both sides.
I'm not there right now. And sometimes that's why it's so important to keep those routines, whatever you was doing, and to keep you going.
Self-care. And self-care don't gotta be no bougie spot shit. Self-care can be sitting on the couch watching Netflix, eating food. Like, that's your me time. When I before I moved out of my place, I had a roommate. Roommate moved out, so I had a month to have the place to myself. And
what a beauty.
It was, but I realized I don't know myself. I was in the house by myself. There was times I wasn't going out because I had to save money. I only go out if I'm being paid. And I was just in the house by myself. I'm like, what the fuck do I like? Like, I was trying to watch stuff on Netflix that everybody's watching, but I'm scrolling on my phone. Like, I'm not even paying attention. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck do I like? So I was like, yo, you know, growing up, I used to like Sims. So I bought Sims, the packages. Now that's my shit now. That's my me time. I'm about to play Sims. I had to figure out me again. And that it was a beauty to have the place to myself, because I just got to know me. A lot of people don't know themselves. So that self-love journey, that awareness, like, I started figuring out a lot of my energy, or a lot of my responses to things stem from like childhood trauma, like things that affected me growing up. So you have to really, that's another thing. You have to really, you have to really.
You gotta dig deep.
A lot of people feel, I said this on my Instagram 2 days ago. I was like, yo, a lot of people are stuck, and they don't realize the reason they're stuck where they at and they not happy is because they not doing the work that they're supposed to do. There's a reason you keep meeting the same person in a different body. Because you're not learning the lessons that the universe is trying to give to you. You keep fucking failing. You keep doing the same shit. You can't do the same shit and expect different results.
Or the same job with the same kind of manager.
You can't. And you have to really dig deep to figure out what the fuck is in my environment that I need to change, so that I can be blessed. Because sometimes you're not being blessed. I didn't realize this. The jobs I'm interviewing for now, because I'm leaving my company to go bigger, I would have never had the opportunity to have interviews with these people 2018, because I was mentally fucked. I had a bad breakup. I had no experience in the entertainment industry. Like, it wasn't for me. So what's for you will come to you, but you have to fix what's going on in your life. Now I'm getting these opportunities. Like, yeah, I'm ready.
Right.
So if you get a no, it's not the end of the world. Just a no really means not right now, if you really want it.
Yeah. How you stay undeniable though? Like,
yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, you just like, you don't give a fuck. You just keep it. It's back to that fire. That fire. You just go
back to the aggression.
Yeah. It's like
I'm Aries. We aggressive about everything.
Yeah. Talk about them Aries.
I am just hungry about what I want. Like, I'm just super passionate. I'm not saying like a lot of people are not passionate, but it's to the point where I have to live and breathe what the fuck I want to do. A lot of people want to do things, but it's like you don't really want to do it because you. Like, I'll give you an example. I host parties for Fresher. Shout out to Fresher for giving me the opportunity. And he had this who got the juice competition for rappers. So he was like, you know, you got people in your circle promote it. I was sending it to so many people I know who do music, and you have to pay to enter the competition, but you win $1,000 if you win. So y'all swear y'all the best rapper, into it. But you're not into it to win. You're into it to be in a room with people you can network with. If people was complaining like, oh, I got paid $300, you're not serious about your music then.
Opportunity.
You making excuses for what? Like, do you really want this? I feel like you choose another profession because you don't really want this. You making excuses. Like, I hate people like that. Like, I hate excuses. I hate it. Especially if you want Instagram flowing like you got money, you can't pay $300 for your brand to be in a room with people
to network
to get your music out there. Because if you don't win, it might be another artist in there who probably wins the competition and want to collab with you.
Right. That's not even better skillful. It's just they there and they probably just
had the crowd support, honestly. But like being in a room and network with people, like I don't understand. Y'all, you cannot like when it comes to rappers or anybody, you cannot hustle at home. Like, get the fuck outside. Go to events. Look up. There's so much shit in New York that is going on. I go to so many networking events, and I just go just to meet people, just to have an opportunity. So I could hit you up on LinkedIn and be like, yo, I'm applying for this job at your company. You know, I just want to, pick your brains. This is good for me. Like, that's how you get through. Like, networking is a big part of how I got to where I am.
So would you say networking is more valuable than skill? And
Yeah,
anything, and
there's so many people who got a job that they not even good at, but they got it because they knew somebody.
Yeah, it's just simple as it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I try to always tell my little brother that, like, just try to be around people that are doing something, you know, or at least try to put yourself in the areas where you can meet people that are doing something. Like, I feel that. And more power to you.
Yeah, more power to you. Shout out. Tell them where to follow you at. Tell them where to tap in with you at. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram.
Yeah. She
follow me on Instagram, JIONNE.MC, and let's network. I answer DMs.
Talk about your most humbling experience so far.
Damn.
That impacted you, like, woo! I think about that, like, yo, JiJi, I was.
Damn, that's hard. Shit. I had a lot of those, but I can't pinpoint. Humbling. Honestly, probably not getting a job I wanted. I was working for a producer, and no, actually, this is when I left the post office. 2018, I left the post office, and I wanted to work at this production company with Scott Rudin, who was this big time producer. He has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, a Tony. Like, I needed that on my resume because I knew that if I had that on my resume, that would kind of open doors for me when I interviewed for other jobs. It's like, oh, she worked for Scott Rudin. Like, that's good. And I interviewed for an executive assistant position, fresh out the post office. I didn't get it. And I was down about it for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did I didn't get it? Like, I asked that interview, like, she's like, you just don't have enough experience. I'm like, bitch, like, because I know how to word my resume in a way where no matter what job I have, I'm going to translate it to how it would, you know, be an asset to the role.
Company,
and I was just like, what? So what I did was, I was down about it, but I don't stay down too long. I said, I don't have no office experience. Watch this. I joined a temp agency, and I was just temping in different corporate offices, just learning.
Networking too, and being a sponge.
I worked as a marketing coordinator. Don't know shit about that.
Put yourself out there.
I don't know how they hired me for that shit. I was in there, but I knew I was gonna be there for too long. And then that was literally 2 months. August of that same year, the manager I interviewed with, Scott Wood, hit me up and said, "Yo, I got an admin assistant position. Send me your updated resume." So I told her, like, yeah, I've been tipping at different offices, so I have an idea of the corporate space, blah blah blah. Got hired instantly. Only because she said the fact that you started really just being in spaces and really making that change, you hired, like, you're determined.
Yeah. You put the work in, because I was talking to my girl about this too. You know, people manifest certain shit, but they don't meet God halfway or meet that manifestation halfway by not putting the work. You have to. What you say? You can't work from home. You gotta get out there.
You have to do shit. You gotta do shit. You have to work. Like, oh my God, people want the benefits of a hustle without actually hustling, and it's weird.
Yo, man, it's about that time, man. You dropping a lot of goddamn gems.
That's a fact.
I'm scared of you.
Miss JiJi, we appreciate you.
Your soul. Listen.
Thank you for making it.
Thank y'all for having me.
No, absolutely. Listen, this is yours.
That's your shirt.
Thank you.
Let the community see it. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, before we go further, we got a game.
I don't know if she's ready.
It's called Let's Rap. We got 5 words.
Facts.
It's called discipline, patience, passion, motivate, and determine. I'm going to play a quick beat. Let me know the best you can do.
Yeah, listen, be undeniable now.
I'm not a rapper, but
try your best.
This ain't going to be no whole bar.
I'm weak. She said I don't got no 16s, but I'm going to give you something.
Try your best. That's the word.
What kind of beat? Alright.
Well, let the beat drop.
Okay. This is hard.
What? Come on.
You gotta be disciplined to get it. Have the patience to go with the passion.
Come on.
Motivate yourself. Stay determined. If you want it, you gonna have it.
Yeah, that's enough, Gina.
That's what we doing. Come on.
Yo, listen. A lot of people can't do that, but you're confident, so we appreciate you for pulling up today.
She was undeniable. Help the community understand what really makes you not want to look back on the things that you have done. You feel what I'm saying? To help you like continue progressing more.
It's not that I don't want to, I forget to.
Okay.
Because I'm always thinking in the future. I'm never in the now. I don't always think about what I gotta do in the future, like my goals for like I'll be thinking about what I'm doing in the summer, and it's only December.
So hold that thought, and it ties into my question when it comes to time management. You know, you having side hustles, it can feel really overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So help the community again understand like the daily the daily agendas that you set aside, you know what I'm saying, to keep you grounded. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very overwhelming to juggle this, juggle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you keep yourself grounded?
Well, first of all, my time is very important. I don't play with other people's time. I don't expect people to play with my time.
She told me that shit prior to the podcast.
I'm disciplined in that. So I told him, he said 1 o'clock. I'm like, I hit 12:45. I plan ahead. I also keep a calendar. Like I'll buy a planner, but I ain't got time to be writing in the planner. Everything's in my phone. I need to be able to look at the week when I'm doing. So even if I know I have a podcast today, but I need to put it on my calendar, put the address, put the time. Like I need to be super accurate in that nature. I need to see it.
No, absolutely. Because a lot of people live in the see it to believe it world.
People think I'm bougie when they ask me, "You want to go out on this day?" I'm like, "Let me look at my calendar." You ain't doing nothing that day. I don't know. Let me look at my calendar. You don't know.
People don't not to cut you off. People don't understand that. You gotta, like, when you get older and you have responsibilities and you got things to do, you have to plan it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have side hustles. Yeah. Your time is very important.
It's to the point I plan how I'm gonna spend my paycheck. Like all last year I depleted the fuck out of my savings account. I was bugging out last year. So now I'm in the process of starting over. There's nothing wrong with that. Like move back in with my mom.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, a lot of people, the stigma with black people moving in with your parents. I'm like, white people do it all the time. How I realized that? I was at work and I'm like, I was the first black girl in the office, but now they have like 2 other black girls. And one of my homegirls, her name is Ellen. And we were talking about, she's from Pennsylvania, and she was just talking about I was having issues with my landlord. Yeah. She's like, but your parents are out here. Why don't you just move in with your parents? I'm like, yeah, why don't I? I'm thinking about, white people do that shit all the time. Right. Like, my mom don't have an issue with me living with her. There's no room for me, but she'll make it work.
That's the difference, though. Because some of the white people, they got space.
It's nothing wrong.
But they know it's temporary.
Yeah.
Like, my mom knows I'm not coming home because I'm lazy. I'm not going to pay nothing. She knows, Gian is pivoting. She always know that because I always come back to her. She be like, oh, you must be doing something brand new because you going to move back in. I'm like, yeah, I got to say nothing.
And that's
something about to happen.
And that's the dynamic that you and your moms have. You know, you guys developed that, worked on that. You know what I'm saying, and you secured that. Like a lot of people, it's unfortunate to say a lot of people don't have that type of support. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
People want their own crib. So what, you go fuck your mates? You just want to look like it, and it's like.
Is that generation out here? That generation out here.
Y'all want to look like y'all got your shit together without having y'all shit together. Like it's okay. Yeah. Like
you spoke about support just now, and let me ask you how important it is for you to have that like-minded circle. You spoke about having people seeing the vision, because sometimes you can have people around you and they don't see the vision, and you gotta be, I
have people like that, but you have to know your friends. I don't talk to people. I don't talk to some people about some things I'm doing. I just do it. Like I don't ask them for shit. But my immediate circle, Ashley, Tiana, my bro Damo, who know me better than I know me and know how hard I go, I'll talk to them about ideas because I know they're gonna. Even though sometimes they make me feel like a superhero, like you gonna figure it out. Like I need an actual opinion. Like how do y'all feel about this? Yeah. And they be like, well, I think this, I think that, and I just need input. Like, do y'all see this for me? Because y'all know me. Like, because sometimes I get. Actually, a better way to explain this, I went to see Gabrielle Union talk about her book, and she had the best explanation about friends. She said, sometimes we could be like a balloon, we could fly away. You need friends who's going to grab you and pull you back down, tie you to their wrist and say, yo, you wildin'. Stay grounded. And sometimes I need that, because sometimes I get so into what I'm doing, I start making bad decisions. Bad decisions as in I start overextending myself. I try to do everything, and some things is just not meant for me. Right. And they can see that, because they like, yo, you this ain't for you. Like you stressed out. And I'm like, nah, but this opportunity could lead to this. And it's like, that's always gonna be there. Focus on this. They have to keep me grounded. I'm like, you're right. I'm bugging out.
So hold that point. It sounds like it's fair to say that just having that tenacity, the strength to keep going and going forward. You feel what I'm saying? People gonna see that and they gonna embrace it. They gonna cherish it. And then when they do, they gonna eventually, of course, give you that same type of energy. You know what I'm saying, to help you continue go.
And it's important too for her to give the same energy back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she gonna always give it back. Because she gonna be doing what she gotta do.
Because what every relationship is give and take. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the same thing that they doing for you, you want to do the same thing for them.
My friends know when they doing something, they already know I'm helping out. Right. And they know I'm punctual. They know they already know with me. If I tell you, I don't do the thing with black people when they say you really mean 9 o'clock, but you say 8:30. If I say I need you to be here at 9 o'clock, not 9:01, not 9:02, I said 9 o'clock. I meant what I said. Be the fuck there at 8:50, really, but 9 o'clock.
And that's the energy that you show them that they embrace and they cherish that.
Yeah, my homeboy Damo, infamous for being late. I remember when he was like doing the videography for my podcast. And he'd be late. And I'm like, Damo, he was like, I know, G, I'm getting together. Now,
on time.
He tells me all the time.
But that goes back to that balloon that you bringing him back to let him, and you being transparent with him. Because some people, you can have friends, some people don't know how to approach their friends.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm aggressive. People don't like me because I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm gonna tell you. If you tell me you late because you fell asleep, that's bullshit. You, especially if it's something I told you about ahead of time, I'm not gonna talk to you today because you pissing me off because you fucking up. Like that sounds bad. Because if it's something you really want to do, you would have been there.
You would have did it. If it's important to somebody, they gonna do it.
Right.
You speaking about networking and upgrading your network and whatever it is. I feel like in the black community, a lot of black people, we network up instead of networking around you. So talk about how important it is for you to do both and executing both. Like what's more important for you in terms of where you at with your brand? And because me personally, with Sharpn Steel, our main goal is obviously both, but to network with the people around you. Because I feel like we all live in legends.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
I'm blessed to have people in my circle who are all doing things. I have a friend, shout out to Yana, she has a lip gloss line. My friend La, she got an eyelash line. And I constantly just put them on. You'll see my Instagram, I tag the fuck out of people. And it got to the point where I started doing this small business Sundays and shouting out people in my circle who are doing things or just random businesses. Because for some reason, I have no idea. Like I told you, I think I'm a regular person. People value my opinion on things. So there's a restaurant I always go to, Gold Room. Post them on Rogers, my favorite spot in the whole world. I used to go to them before the pandemic. I think I started going to that restaurant 2019. I promise you, every Thursday and Friday, I was in Gold Room to the point I knew the bartenders, knew the owner, and I love that spot. I love the vibe. So with that, when I frequent a place, I network. I'm like, what you do besides bartend? Oh, well, I have a friend who do this. I'm constantly talking to people and trying to connect dots because that's also something I want my brand to be known as. Just Gion, a dot connector. Yo, she knows this person. I could put you together. But I take my references seriously. I put on a girl to a job I'm at now, and she can't execute. And I'm like, this is why I got to the point. I'm like, this is why I don't refer people to shit. But then it's I pull back and you know what? That was my fault because I didn't tell her my expectations. So that's a lesson. Be clear on your expectations when you put people on this stuff. So if I'm connecting someone to someone else, I'm gonna tell you listen, I'm putting my name on the line. I'm gonna need you to be X, Y, and Z for this person because they don't play about their time. So I need you to be on time. I need you because I like to have the reputation of anybody who's associated with me is an extension of me. So if I'm a person that's always on time, I'm disciplined. You gotta be just as that type of person if I'm paying you on to something.
Right. No, absolutely.
That make me look good.
Now, that's some gems over there. So would you say? Back to the whole brand starting and creating your own lane. What's more important, starting or staying consistent?
Staying consistent. I suck at that too. I'm not gonna lie. I have been writing tea for 3 months, not because I'm not passionate about it, but because I didn't have the time for it. I'm trying to do some other shit. So that's just like I said, in my back pocket. I could easily buy some gel from my vendor and start taking clients again and make money, but it's I have other shit I'm trying to do right now.
Tell them what you got going next.
Oh, well, you can catch me every Sunday at Polygon hosting Step of Sundays, pop out. I got a media company in Atlanta coming, Fiction Media. Shout out to Pinson. We making shit happen. Look out for that. Juneteenth, the Jamboree is coming back. Gem Pack, the Instagram series.
In Atlanta?
We're doing it simultaneously, New York and Atlanta, because I'm in New York. But I'll be back and forth in Atlanta, so, never know. But yeah, I'm hosting parties, Instagram, JIONNE.MC. I have a lot of stuff working. I'm just watch.
Check it out.
She's a legend right here. So when she get there, you're gonna watch this interview you know what? JiJi been doing her thing.
I'm saying.
Still, we out here,
baby.